Listen, we've all been. You start a new workout program or you discover a new method for training and you're super excited. You are ready to implement it. You're super hyped and motivated, and you're ready to absolutely smash the upcoming workouts.
You are ready to get jacked and swole. You want to get freaking shredded. You're ready to make the ladies lose their breath as you walk past and make all the homies extremely jealous with your impressive new physique. This is overall just a massive delusion because it actually takes years of consistent hours in the gym to see even any noticeable results.
Not trying to discourage you, I just want to put that reality into perspective.
But overall, it's great. You're enjoying the exercises, you're seeing consistent results in the mirror, and the booty's starting to look a little scrumdiddlyumptious. Everything seems to be going according to plan.
And even though the weights are challenging you, you're able to recover quickly and smash personal records week after week.
And this is good because we all know that for a muscle to keep growing, it must become a stronger muscle. If there were no resistance to overcome, the muscle would have no reason to grow.
Then after a couple weeks or months, something changes. Things start to slow down.
The weight feels heavier than it used to. You're not seeing the same results and progressing in the weight as fast as you did in the first couple weeks. The weight on the bar seems to stagnate. If your fitness journey were likened unto a car, it's as if you're trying to drive with the parking brake on.
And after a bit of deep contemplation and consideration about your situation, you realize the horrible but undeniable truth. You have hit a plateau. A plateau! No, Andrew, what is this horrible thing?
Well, it's not super complicated, but what it means is that after a while, your body will inevitably adapt to any kind of stimulus you place upon it. If you do 100 push-ups every day for 4 weeks, your muscles will experience significantly more growth in week 1 than in week 2, and more growth in week 2 than in week 3, and so on.
Well, in that case, why don't we just do more push-ups? Well, you see, young Taiwan, it is not as simple as that.
Along with the need to keep stimulating your muscles with more resistance, you also need to keep increasing the stimulation of your central nervous system over time. Your central nervous system is the combination of your brain, spinal cord, and all the preceding nerves that help your muscles twitch, move, and really do whatever else your muscles do. And after you've been using a certain type of stimulation for an extended period of time, that stimulation will be rendered much less effective than it was in the beginning. So let's say you've been hitting barbell shoulder press on your push day for 2 months straight. Now your central nervous system will become desensitized to barbell shoulder press. It becomes numbed to that specific range of motion and that specific pattern of motion.
Well, this all sounds well and good, but really it's all mental masturbation. It's all theoretical. And what I'm about to share is simply my personal experience with plateaus and the techniques I use to overcome them on a weekly basis. There's 3 main ways I've found that work quite effectively for bursting through plateaus.
The first one is switching up the exercises that you are using. So if your go-to exercise for chest is barbell bench press, maybe try hitting some incline dumbbell presses instead. So the idea is you're still hitting the target muscle group, but you're stimulating it in a different way with some new patterns of movement.
This one is probably my favorite technique to implement, and usually I end up finding a movement that I didn't even know I'd enjoy. The second method I use for absolutely smashing through plateaus is changing the rep range or adding in some extra volume at the end of my workouts.
So maybe if you're using 35 pounds for 3 sets of dumbbell bicep curls, you'll lower the weight to 25 or 30 pounds and instead do 5 sets in a higher rep range. Or maybe you can just throw in some interval training into the end of your workout. This will really shock your central nervous system and just raise your overall work capacity.
If you combine technique 1 and technique 2, you've got a recipe, a powerful recipe for some plateau killing soup right there. My third, and also the technique that I most recommend to you, is taking a short but very intense recovery period. This includes, but is not limited to,
a brief period where you stop all training. You take a break from stimulants, you eat to full satiation, and you make sure you're optimizing what you're eating, and also taking naps here and there as needed. The reason this one is so powerful is because a lot of the plateaus I see people hitting in their training come from the simple fact that they are overexerting themselves in the gym. They're doing too much volume with too much weight, and they're not allowing their body enough time to recover from the workouts. This can be okay if it's just for a couple days to a week, but most people end up overtraining for drawn out periods of weeks and months if they don't pay attention to their body.
So take 2 to 5 days to just sit back and chill.
Avoid caffeine and other stimulants, watch some movies, take some naps, let your body heal. You really just want to take as long as your central nervous system needs to recharge so you can come back stronger.
And if you try this one out, I absolutely promise
You will be absolutely blown away by how much stronger and more powerful you feel when you come back to train after this rest period. So assess your situation and see which one makes the most sense for you and which techniques would fit your situation best.
Or don't. You could just, decide to stay in the same place forever and be a skinny little bitch with chicken legs. Is that what you want? Thank you guys so much for watching this video until the end. I really appreciate the support. If you guys did glean some value from this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I do post weekly videos about all things self-improvement, whether that includes fitness, business, spiritual growth, how to make your bed, when's the worst time to excuse yourself to take a shit on a date, it doesn't matter. Whatever the subject, if it's good for you and it helps you become a better person who's more fit and less socially retarded, I probably talk about it. So like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!